Good morning, Nevlin Knights. It's Mrs. Thompson. I hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Today we are going to read Not Quite a Narwhal. If you watched last Friday, we read The Ugly Duckling. We are going to compare the two books to see how they are similar and how they're different. So let's get started. Not Quite a Narwhal by Jessie Seema. Okay. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. He had different tastes in food, and he wasn't a very good swimmer. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. I think it's very nice they play with him, even though he looks a little different. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. I wish I were a better swimmer. Kelp found himself at the surface closer to land than he'd ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp. So there he is. And there's that mysterious creature. Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. It wasn't. Oof! Eventually, he got the hang of it. That's funny. He's walking like a crab, and then he's trying to jump like a frog or leap like a frog. Now he's following the turtle. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, let's find out what happens. Land narwhals! Wow! Actually, we're unicorns. And by the looks of it, so are you. Aww. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow. So on a narwhal, it's a tusk on their face, and on a unicorn, it's a horn. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies, like the unicorn, and they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon. Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Do you think he actually had butterflies in his stomach? No, he's nervous. It's that little fluttery feeling you get when you get a little anxious or nervous or excited. Welcome home, Kelp. Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you're not. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. They took it quite well. Cute. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp could not decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, what do you predict that he's going to do? He didn't have to choose at all. Oh, that looks like so much fun. Oh, this is funny. I wonder if this will be another book. I'm a unicorn. Do you see the rhinoceros? Funny. I like this book a lot, not only because Kelp is different and he finds out where he could belong, but also because the narwhals, they accepted him for being a unicorn, and the unicorns welcomed him in, and then they all played together at the end. I like this one a lot. Okay, think about how, for tomorrow, Not Quite a Narwhal and The Ugly Duckling are similar and how they're different. Think about which story you like better. There's no right or wrong answer. Have a great day.